How does your ex feel about you? Interesting. Oh, wow. Have they sent you a message recently, or has there been some sort of message sent, or even like it could be anything as innocuous as they've suddenly, or you have like viewed their story on social media. It's some sort of connection, most likely over social media, written, spoken, or yeah, social media view, because we've got the Ace of Swords in the past, right? So I feel like someone may have in one way or another reached out to another person. How do they feel about you? Well, we've got the Seven of Swords, futility. It's almost like, look, just because, okay, this is how they feel about you doesn't mean that it's accurate, okay? They think you're deceitful. They think that I'm so sorry for laughing, it's just awkward. They don't really have ultimately emotion for you. It's so weird because the energy between you and them is the Ten of Cups, but then they're coming up as the Queen of Swords, which can represent like someone who is quite cold-hearted and cruel, right? I think they might still have some affection for you, or it might actually be more to do with you guys have similar connections in the community, like friends in common or things like that, right? But I feel like they think that there's no point in having anything to do with you. They think that they see you for who you really are, and they think that you were lying and deceitful, okay? Now, assuming that's not true about you, which I'm sure it's not for the vast majority of you watching this, that could be because they're projecting their own values on you, okay? This is how they feel about you, right? Which is kind of cold-hearted, all right? But that doesn't mean that it's actually true, right? We're just getting their perspective. The outcome is the Queen of Cups. So I feel like they might go a bit back and forth, right? I feel like there's huge fluctuations. I think sometimes they're like, you're no good for me. I don't want to have anything to do with you. But then there might be some emotions that kind of come up. And then they actually might look at you. We've got the outcome, the Queen of Cups. They might suddenly start thinking, oh my gosh, you'd be such a great, mother or father or parent, and just so caring and nurturing. But then they're being aspected by adjustment, which in other decks is the Judgment card, which is again cold, cruel. They are coming up as like the most cold, unemotional cards in the deck, okay? The Queen of Swords and adjustment. So I feel like they don't ultimately have emotion for you. If you think that they do, if they kind of express that, it's a front. It's not how they really feel. But then sometimes they kind of look at you as this loving, amazing person. Oh, this is so tricky. You're being aspected as the Princess of Swords, so again, their perspective on you is that you might be like a little bit naive and immature mentally. They think that they're smarter than you. They think they're more intelligent than you. They think they are at a much higher level than you. So yeah, not the kind of person that you probably want to have anything to do with. There's so many swords in this reading. Not a good sign for love.